All right. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cryptic Commander. I am your host, John Nose, and on the phone we have.
Ogre.
That's right, we got Ogre. All right, so I dug a little digging. I dug a little digging. I dug all the way to China. And have you have you heard of the this new mobile game that Magic's trying to push called Valor's Reach?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
For real?
I
So
haven't. No.
so yesterday's episode I was talking about they're coming out with how you can already get Steam installed on your computer at home and you can download the Steam app on your phone and you can play Magic the Gathering Arena already, like, as if it was on your phone. And they want to incorporate Magic the Gathering Arena this year in 2020, on your smartphone. They're actually going backwards. They're taking a step backwards. So a couple of months ago, they came out with a game called Valor's Reach, with a V, like Victor. And
Okay.
if you look at Google, you can kind of see like a track record of Valor's Reach, and you can also go to your Google Play Store and type in Valor's Reach. The only thing that's going to come up is games kind of like Magic the Gathering. It's not going to come up with anything at all. So they actually, good news, the game still exists. What it is, it looks like Hearthstone, but it's Magic the Gathering, and they're taking a lot of things out. We don't exactly know what that means. There are rumors there's like no planeswalkers in the game. So, from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like the original Magic the Gathering games on your Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. You remember those?
Yeah.
Before Magic Arena got popular?
Right.
So, yeah, so we still don't know, but they changed the game to Spell Slingers. I thought that's pretty cool. Yesterday's episode, we talked about a game that they're producing on PC that's more or less an MMORPG, they're calling it. And I mentioned it could be like League of Legends, but that's not true. It's actually like more Diablo.
Oh, that's cool. I like Diablo.
Actually, I'm a big Diablo fan too. Um, my old lady's a big Diablo fan. She's got the Diablo chest too. What I mean by that is the box sets.
Yeah.
So I do want to get your opinion on a hot subject, and if you're not the guy to talk to about it, we can talk to somebody else. What would happen if they really got rid of? I mean, not got rid of. What happens if they only push Magic the Gathering Arena, and worst case scenario, they don't want to print cards anymore?
They lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think that their actual cards outscale the money. I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure Paper Magic still does way more money than Arena.
Yeah, I'd like to know the stats on that because in the digital realm, I don't know how much that is for the digital part. I know
I'm
what
going
we're
to find
looking.
out.
I know what we're looking like out here in the paper world, in the cardboard world. Also, while you're looking that up, I want to let our listeners know that tonight we will be on YouTube for the first time. So, you know, we're going to continue to broadcast podcast, and we're putting the podcast on YouTube. And I just think it's another good media outlet to let people know about our podcast.
So are you recording right now on the video also?
Yeah. We're on YouTube as well, yeah, right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you doing a live feed, or are you doing are you gonna cut and make it a
Right.
video?
Yeah, I'm not live. Yeah, it might take
I
you a
don't know
while.
where to.
Yeah, I know it might take you a
But
while to find that kind of information out, Ogre. So they are.
if anybody does find the information, it'd be really interesting for me. Please let me know how much money Hasbro makes from paper Magic versus how much money Hasbro makes from Arena
I'll
or
tell you.
online Magic.
I'll tell you. I do
So
know.
that's
I do.
something.
Oh, go ahead.
That's something I'm very interested in. So if you know where to find that information, we'll talk about that in the next podcast that I'm on.
So they do. Okay, so out here, in the cardboard realm, we know that Hasbro had an amazing quarter last quarter, and with that, the higher ups want them to crank that print button again. And one thing they're strongly tossing this out, Ogre, and it's been confirmed. Um, Tiny decks that consist of old cards, and they want to reprint reserved cards this way.
Okay.
And I think that's a good way for people to get their hands on older cards and still play them. Even if they're half the size of normal Magic the Gathering cards. But could you imagine tiny leaders with tiny cards?
You think they're going to make? Where did you find that information at?
Believe it or not, on the Magic Mike podcast.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's very reputable. I mean, you guys can do your due diligence. They're even on YouTube too. It's called Magic Mike. The best way I search would be old boy Evan Irwin. That's EvanErwin. He's pretty well known in the Magic community. They're talking about taking draft out of the Pro Tour, starting April 24th. They're saying that's not really entertaining to watch the draft games.
Draft is awesome.
Well,
in my opinion.
I mean, it's draft is fun. It's fun for the individual, but can you imagine the spectators?
Yeah, I love watching draft. I would rather watch draft than constructed play.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's just me.
No, I understand. I mean, that's why we got a co-host on this, bro.
Yeah.
But the good news, I think, in my opinion, is they're bringing Modern back.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yeah.
Why make a format, push it for a second, and then throw the other format back? That sounds to me like they're just confused.
Yeah. For those who don't know what Modern is, it's basically any set of Magic that's from 8th edition moving on forward that never rotates out. They got a new Jumpstart product, too. It's called Jumpstart. 20-card booster packs. Go ahead.
Yeah, you buy 2 packs and roll against each other.
Yeah, you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Where are they at?
I mean, they're coming out. Look at the release date. I don't think they're out yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they got themes in each booster pack. You can just take 2 packs, smash them together, and you got a ready-made deck. They got a special mythic rare pack. It says quote unquote, special mythic rare packs without any variation because there is only one true unicorn deck.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Now it does say comma, question mark, exclamation point, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 3 boosters will contain an extra rare. And yesterday's podcast, we were talking about cheating. What do you think?
What?
Yeah, cheating. Remember, we were talking about cheating. I think maybe it wasn't yesterday's episode. It was day before yesterday.
We're still talking about Jumpstart.
Yeah. Oh no, we were talking about a couple of things yesterday.
Yeah.
How was your day?
Where were we getting at with the cheating?
Do what?
You were starting to talk about cheating. I was just wondering where you're going.
Oh yeah, PV. PV got caught cheating. The world champion.
Really? When?
Yeah. So back when Ono was legal. Oko. Did I say Ono?
Yeah. Oko Ono.
Like Yoko Ono? No. Back when Oko was legal, there's a videotape from a championship that Wizards of the Coast was videotaping, and how they put them out on YouTube and stuff like that. You can see the video everywhere. Another YouTuber, MTG Lion, he's been talking about this topic for a while, and he keeps reposting, you know, better footage to show you and slowing down the footage. Remarkable YouTuber, MTG Lion. You should go check him out, guys. I just flabbergasts me that it happens in the community. I mean, I know personally from hearing people playing at local game stores that if they got caught cheating, man, they're no longer allowed to play here. I don't think any store is going to allow them to take them back in. I don't know. I don't see any room for cheaters, and I'm glad that policy was in place. I'm boring you, ain't I, Ogre?
No, you're fine, man. I just didn't know where you were going with it. My thing is, I think that over the course of their lifetime, I know it's a bad subject, and I don't want to include everybody, but there have been a lot of people, like very good Magic players, that have bent the rules where one person would consider it cheating and the other people would consider it not cheating, but just rule bending. But I expect that there's a lot of cheating that happens, and the audacity to cheat on video camera is just absurd. But if you get away with it, apparently it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, you're talking about people cheating in high level events, and then they can still just keep going. Like it's a strike rule or something like that. They decide whether or not they ban you, one way or the other.
Oh, so. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah, one of the last things that I put down on my notes here to talk about tonight was I want to do a little shout out to my nieces because they helped me out with this, and they don't even know it. I got some nieces, Ashley, Rebecca, Desiree, and Heather, and they turned me on to a YouTuber a long time ago that Beyond Science or something like that. It's a guy with long hair, and they show me a video about Thor or something like that, and he showed cartoon graphics on the screen. And one episode, he was talking about Magic the Gathering, the actual physical card game, getting turned into a computer. Have you heard of this one?
Okay.
Have you heard of this one?
I have not.
It's called a Turing machine. It was invented by this guy named Turing. Apparently, my dad heard about it. Turing. I've never heard about Turing, but a guy named by the name of Turing in 1936 developed a Turing machine, and it's like a computer where they take a head, like you would think of a lens, and it would go over this tape, and the head moved back and forth over the tape, and it would shoot out pieces of information on where that tape was. So, for example, if you take Magic the Gathering and you have white, blue, red, black, green, and you're using those colors, and you have a multicolored deck, and each card, by the way, this guy has a link of every card that's in this deck, by the way. It's just it amazes me. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself here. I'm just nervous this is the first time on YouTube. But basically, so in a sense, in this video, he loses like 28 games or something. And the guys playing him are like, wait, dude, this is the most blast we ever had, the biggest blast we ever had playing Magic the Gathering because you keep saying scoop, scoop, scoop. Okay, you win, It's like, why aren't you playing any games, He's like, well, no, the deck works. But when it works, it works. It's like, what? So he showed behind the scenes on this video that they made the funny video to show you that it was Magic the Gathering is an actual computer because they finally released certain pieces of the puzzle. You know how we always do these infinite loops or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, it's one big infinite loop is what this is. So he would lose every game, but then on the final game where he did win, he would have a 1-1 and then a 2-2 and then 5-5-5s and then 6-6-6s and 7-7-7s, and it was all done by this tape. I wish I had the capability of bringing this up and showing the viewers and talking. We're gonna have that capability later too. Maybe it's hard to explain,
If
but
you know a topic like that you want to bring up, it'd be good to have it basically ready before we started.
oh, ogre, this is bad. I'm 15 minutes into the podcast, man, and I don't have anything to talk about. I'm throwing my notes out the window.
Yeah, notes are awful.
All right. So what are we going to talk about tonight, ogre?
Well, I just got 14,000 video games in. That's fun. No, what about there's the new Unset? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, Unsanctioned. Unsanctioned. Yeah, that's the name of the new set. So for the listeners and for anybody who doesn't know what the Unset is, back when I heard about the first Unset, I knew they came out with Magic the Gathering cards that had silver borders. And anybody who's anybody was like, oh, those aren't legal cards. And they were funny cards. I remember you can play casual games where, somebody's wearing blue jeans, you got blue jean walk.
Oh, it was Denim Walk.
Denim walk, yeah.
He played in the pre-release, and he got beat by another one of my friends who had a Denim Walker, and he just took his pants off and attacked for the win.
He took his pants off?
Yeah, because, he took his pants off so he could block. Or my other friend attacked, and the creature that had Denim Walk, he declared blockers, because he had to take his pants off to be able to block, because his pants were denim.
Yeah, that's just insane.
So
but
the Unsanctioned, it's not like the other Unsets. The other Unsets have actual booster packs and cards you can open, and you can get random cool stuff and things like that. This Unsanctioned set is just like a standalone box set. You got 5 30-card decks, 2 6-sided dice, 10 double-sided tokens, full art basic lands, and they look really cool. 5 regular ones and 5 foil ones. They are really pretty. And then a box. But did you plan on getting any?
No, not me. I don't buy the Unsets. I buy the lands. I buy the blue lands.
Right. But I think this product is neat. It's not that expensive, so you can get the whole thing for, I don't know how much it is. Normally you buy a box for $130, $140 or $100 or whatever you cut off. But this one is, hang on one second, I'm gonna find out. I think it's $30 or $40 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It might be. I mean, wow, that's pretty affordable. I do know the Cheney Face card. I fell victim to Cheney. Yeah. I fell victim to Cheney Face. I'm making sure that we don't have what they call clip. It's a thing.
What's that?
So on the podcast board, the circuit board I have to do all the knobs and switches and dials and stuff, I got to make sure that we don't have this clicking going on every 30 seconds or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It's just within a voice. Go ahead.
I look forward to playing with this particular set.
No, I
think it'll be fun to check out.
I heard the cards in the new Jumpstart aren't going to be modern legal or standard legal, but they will be vintage and legacy legal.
No way.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Vintage legal, legacy legal, but not modern legal, and not standard, and not Pioneer apparently.
They still have silver borders though, right?
Not well. You're talking about the unsanctioned set. I went back to talk about the Jumpstart. No, unsanctioned.
Oh,
yeah, unsanctioned is not going to be legal and eternal or.
Like, what are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that'd be crazy. Yeah, yeah. We finally get an unset that's legal. But these silver cards are okay.
It's legal and it's called unsanctioned. That would be hilarious.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Does the Jumpstart set have actual new cards in it?
Only in the in
They're
the
just reprints, aren't they?
yeah, they're going to be reprints, and they said also they're going to be some M21 copies. Also, there's going to be
Oh, sure.
imprints of Legacy, imprints of reprints of Legacy, reprints of Vintage.
From what I gathered, it's just an unnecessary printing of cards. Like the Jumpstart thing is just, I don't see why they need it at all.
Oh
Like
no,
focus more on trying to get people to draft.
I disagree with you, man. Because think about one in every three has an extra rare. There is one pack that contains nothing but mythic rares.
I mean, that's kind of cute, but there's nothing new in them. They're not. I mean, the newest cards, yeah, M21, like those are new cards. But as far as like reprints, like it just doesn't feel like something that I personally would want to play with, like buy. I would just buy, a regular booster pack and play against people.
Yeah,
Like
no, I agree with you there.
or
I agree with you there. That's what I do. I'll go buy a booster. I never really
It
mentioned.
feels more like it feels more like a mass market thing. So this is like a Walmart product, like a product that you want like a newer player to get. So
Yes,
the whole
yes,
jump thing, that makes sense to me.
yes,
So
yes.
I guess that's the direction they're going with it. But it wouldn't be something that I, as a seasoned like longtime player, would care about at all. But it's important to get new players, so I see where they're going with that.
Oh, absolutely. On every game, it's important to get new players.
Right.
Magic just happens to be the strongest passion I have. I have another. I have a phone game I play more than I should.
Yeah, I like collecting things.
Got nothing to do with Magic. I think
What
sometimes.
your phone game?
Yeah, I got a phone
What
game I
phone
play.
game do you play?
The phone game I play?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh boy, oh boy. I thought about doing a little show on that one too, but it's called Card Heroes.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah, you
fun.
should do a show on this one whenever you get a chance. You should do shows on everything.
Yeah,
Just
right.
Get
Yeah, right.
you out there. It's
There's
awful. You should.
there's
Anything you're passionate about.
I understand anything you're passionate about, but truly, I mean, when I was younger, I had attention span problems where I was loving this, I was loving that, I was loving this, I was loving that, and
That's great. Turn it into a positive thing.
I never was really good at anything though because I loved everything.
You now have the variety of information in your mind of all those different things.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But a lot of it's fuzzy
So,
though. I remember playing with the little game that it would you twist it and the timer would go click 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 click, click, and then you had to get all the pieces out before it popped.
yep, I remember that game.
I mean, there's people younger than us and wondering what we're talking about.
I was really bad at it.
I was good at it. I don't know. It reminded me of picking up the toys when I was done playing with them.
I don't like picking up toys though.
You do?
No,
Oh,
no,
see,
I don't like picking up toys.
I didn't mind picking up toys when I was young. So that's probably really what it was. Condition you to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows
We're getting off.
why we were playing with toy wood wagons and like. I mean, my girl, my old lady, she loves opening a pack of Magic the Gathering booster cards. A booster pack, and
Raise your hand if you don't. Nobody raised their hand. Everybody likes
nobody
opening
raised their hand. I was thinking about raising my hand. I'm like, no, I do. No,
Right?
no. So she looks like a little schoolgirl when she opens a pack of Magic the Gathering cards, and I know she can
You
hear.
talk giddy.
I know she can hear me right now, but I'm saying she opens the pack and she's like, oh, like dude, it makes me want to go and just win tournament after tournament after tournament just to come home and go, here babe, here, and I love how she looks when she opens her booster packs, and it's just sometimes I'm like, can I open one? Because she loves opening them, and I can see her smiling about it right now.
Oh yeah. Tell her I said
Oh, I will. Hey, babe. Ogre says hi.
hi. Hi. So I
So
have to get back to getting the store ready for these 14,000 video games I just bought.
yeah. So what kind of
So
video games did you buy? Since I mean, some of our viewers and listeners are gonna like video games. What kind of video games did you buy?
um, we bought everything from Atari to Xbox 360 and like everything in between. I think we have like 200 different systems and 14,000 different video games. My partner's right now loading it up in a trailer. I have pictures on my Facebook of, you know, of the unboxing of the trailer tomorrow.
How much would you sell a regular Nintendo for?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about this market, and we probably wouldn't have bought it and let it, except we thought that it was a good deal.
Well, I know a
So,
lot about that market, believe it or not.
well, whatever price is very competitive with the market, we will sell.
A
Far.
regular Nintendo in good condition goes for about $100.
I would sell it for less than that and be happy with it.
Well, good. I hope you can hook me up with one. But nowadays,
Absolutely.
you got to remember too. Nowadays, televisions, it's going to be up to the person who buys it to mod it, to upgrade it to play on an HD TV or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, that's up to the buyer's problem. That's the buyer's problem, not your problem. You know.
Well, I probably still all that random other crap to be able to do that too, if possible.
So I know you got to get back to real life stuff, and um, I do want to say that we're getting better with the podcast. You know, you could tell with the ears. It's unbelievable how we're getting better. Every advancement that we make, or even
Yeah.
new piece of equipment we get, it takes a little tweaking because there's always another upgrade, and the software's upgrading and the hardware's upgrading. So I got to go back and go, okay, now we got to make a temporary phone call and test this out. And okay, I mean the testing processes are unbelievable, man. I mean, again, I don't want to get off track, but I want to let you know and let the listeners know that the support really matters. We are up to like 36 cents. We've got
Oh,
all we've got we've got about
awesome.
we've got about 70 listeners. Um,
That's great.
I mean, we're doing great for day 5. We're doing great for
I've
day
never
5.
been excited about 36 cents more in my life.
I know, I know. I remember talking to my dad. I was like, "We made a penny." He goes, "Oh, your first penny," and I'm like, "Yeah, I feel like Scrooge McDuck. It's my first dime." You know, yeah. We're up,
Right?
we're up to 36 cents. We got like 70 listeners. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to broadcast on YouTube. Right now, we don't have like if we're gonna talk about a card or a product, I want to have a little box over here so we can pull it up in HD. And right now, I'm only broadcasting in 720, even though I have the capability of doing 4K.
Yeah.
I'm only able to broadcast in 720 right now. But
Oh boy.
but like I said, man, that's again, we're talking about it as we go, and the support really does matter, guys. We can't do it without you guys. We've got a link to Patreon on YouTube. We've got a link to Patreon with the Cryptic Commander on Facebook. Even though there's a group called the Cryptic Commander on Facebook, the Patreon link's on the actual person, the Cryptic Commander. I mean, everything is.
You are the Cryptic Commander, right? That is you, right?
Yeah, I'm the Cryptic Commander.
Oh, man. I like that. You're forever going to be now the Cryptic Commander.
Yeah, I just hit my soundboard, but it don't matter. It's good. It's good.
You will no longer be change.
No, yeah, I'm hoping it. I think this is it, man. I think we're gonna get better at
We're
this,
gonna,
and I think we're gonna
we're
go
gonna
ahead
turn
and
you into dollars.
just think. I
Say
got
what?
this far. Go ahead.
I said we're going to turn you into dollars instead of change.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that one.
I bet at least $1.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and do an official close then. We're gonna start adding music here. I've been working with a guy that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I've been working with a guy named Michael. Shout out to Michael. And I'll ask him if he wants me to disclose his last name. He's a Magic the Gathering player that goes to local game stores that actually produces high quality music. and I asked for something that's rock and roll and jazz put together. So we're going to have intro music, we're going to have ending music, and then once I learn how to put cards and links and everything else on the screen for you guys, then your PlayStation 5s are going to be in heaven once they release those. And also check out Ogre's Vintage Video Games, which are going to be really great for nostalgia, at billandogres.com.
They aren't going to be on the website. You have to come to the actual store in Murphy, North Carolina to pick up any of these video games.
That's going to be tough for our listeners in Sweden and Singapore, England. It's going to be tough for some of the listeners here. All right.
Well, we'll figure out how to make it happen.
Once again, we appreciate you guys listening to the Cryptic Commander podcast. We are open for questions, criticism, and I'm probably forgetting. I'm probably forgetting a couple of words too. And please, we do ask if you can make any donation, a penny, $1. And
you sound like a elephant.
We're gonna go ahead and upgrade every step of the way, baby. All right, guys, we're signing off. Can't wait for the second episode on YouTube. And thanks, Ogre.
All right.
All right.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.